Ew. Let's go over this PDN, shall we? We're going way back to fractions. And I'm in the first circle, whether the numerator or denominator is the same. And I'm going to compare my fractions. Here I see I have 9/31 and 9/15. My numerators are the same. The number on top is the same, my numerator. So when I know the bigger the denominator, the smaller the fraction, because it's broken up into more parts. So each part is worth less. So I see right here, and that 31 is way larger than 15. So I know that this fraction, 9/31, is actually way smaller than my fraction 9/15. Gator eats the greater. I need to make sure that I pick that right inequality sign here as well. Moving on to number 2, doing the similar math. I'm going to first see numerator or denominator the same. I see 9/29 and 7/29. My denominators are the same. When we have the same denominator, the bigger the numerator, the bigger the fraction, because the pieces are the same. So if we have more pieces, we have more of the fraction. So 9 is greater than 7, so 9/27 is greater than 7. Sorry, 9/29 is greater than 7/29. Excuse me, my bad. Number 3. Number 3, 12/15 and 12/17. First, see that my numerators are the same, and I know when I have a bigger denominator, I have a smaller fraction. 17 is greater than 15, which means that 12/15 takes up more of the whole than 12/17. So like say 12/15 is greater than 12/17. Make sure I mark that right here. I will erase my work. I'll go to number 4, 4/11 and 8/11. Here I see that my denominators are the same. So the bigger the numerator, the bigger the fraction. So 4 is less than 8. So 4/11 is less than 8/11. Make sure that I pick is less than here. I will erase my regroupings, and now I get to round to the nearest place value. 129,518 rounded to the nearest 1,000. So I'm going to circle my digit in the thousands. That is 9. I'm going to draw an arrow to my friend next door. That's a 5. Is 5 greater than or less than 5? Well, it's equal to 5, so I round up. So I'm going to put a little 1 right here to remind myself I round up. And now I know I'm going to keep my 1 and 2 the same before the circle digit. I'm going to add a 1 to my circle. 9 plus 1 is 10. I can't put a 10 here in my thousands place, so I need to regroup. I actually need to make this a 0 and make my 10,000s into 1 10,000, which means my 2 in my 10,000s place needs to become a 3. I keep my 0 here, and everything after the circle digit in the hundreds, tens, and ones becomes a 0. So 129,518 rounded to the nearest thousand is 130,000. Moving on to our last question of the PDN. 1,287 rounded to the nearest 10,000. Well, I don't have a digit in the 10,000 here. That's kind of weird. So I'm going to need to draw my circle digit next door where the 10,000 would be and draw an arrow to my 1 digit. Is 1 greater than or less than 5? Well, it's less than 5, so I round down. So this number is going to stay the same. This number is a 0. So I'm going to keep this a 0. I'm going to make everything after it a 0. So my thousands place, my ones place, my hundreds place, my tens place are all going to be 0. So this number actually rounds to 0.